सिद्धान्तमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तो मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः. In this verse, Krishna says that people who consistently follow his guidance with faith and without criticism will be liberated from the effects of their actions. Krishna is encouraging Arjuna to adopt his teachings with sincere devotion. By doing so, one can be freed from the negative consequences of their actions and achieve spiritual liberation. This verse emphasizes the power of faith and a positive attitude in overcoming the burdens of life. ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तो नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः. In this verse, Krishna points out that people who criticize and ignore his teachings are misled by ignorance. Their understanding is confused and they are spiritually lost. Krishna is warning that disregarding his guidance and holding on to negativity leads to a state of confusion and loss. It's important to approach spiritual teachings with respect and openness to avoid such detrimental outcomes. सदृशं चेष्टते स्वस्याः प्रकृतेर्ज्ञानवानपि प्रकृतिं यान्ति भूतानि निग्रहः किं करिष्यति. In this verse, Krishna explains that even a knowledgeable person behaves according to their inherent nature. Since all beings act based on their natural tendencies, trying to suppress or control this nature is not effective. Krishna is emphasizing that our actions are influenced by our inherent qualities. Instead of forcefully trying to control them, it's more important to understand and align with one's nature in a harmonious way. This approach leads to a more natural and effective way of living. इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ तयोर्नवशमागच्छेत् तौ ह्यस्य परिपन्थिनौ. In this verse, Krishna teaches that desires and aversion are the two main influences of our senses. He advises that one should not be controlled by these feelings because they create barriers to spiritual growth. Krishna is emphasizing the importance of managing our desires and dislikes. By not letting these emotions dominate our actions, we can make better decisions and progress spiritually. This approach helps in maintaining balance and focus in life. श्रेयान् स्वधर्मो विगुणः परधर्मात् स्वनुष्ठितात् स्वधर्मे निधनं श्रेयः paradharmo bhayavaha. In this verse, Krishna emphasizes that it is better to do your own duty even if you do it imperfectly, rather than doing someone else's duty perfectly. Performing your own duty, even if it leads to difficulties, is safer than living someone else's role, which can be harmful. Krishna is highlighting the value of sticking to your own responsibilities. It's important to focus on your own path and duties rather than trying to adopt others' roles, as this can lead to risks and complications. Arjuna uvacha अथ केन प्रयुक्तोऽयं पापैश्चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छन्नपि त्वाश्नेय बलादिव नियोजितः. In this verse, Arjuna questions why people commit sinful actions even when they don't want to. He wonders if there is some force or influence making them act against their will. Krishna is asked to explain why individuals might engage in actions that are harmful or wrong despite their intentions. This question addresses the deeper understanding of human behavior and the forces that drive people to act in ways they might not consciously choose. Shri Bhagavanuvacha काम एष क्रोध एष रजो गुणसमुद्भवः महाशनो महापाप्मा विद्येन मिह वैरिणम्. Krishna reveals that desire and anger arising from the mode of passion, that is rajas, are the main causes of sinful actions. These emotions are powerful and difficult to control, leading people to act wrongly. They are described as insatiable, meaning they can never be fully satisfied, and act as the greatest enemies to spiritual growth. Krishna emphasizes that overcoming desire and anger is essential for a peaceful and righteous life. These emotions can mislead individuals, causing harm and obstructing their path to self-realization. धूमेनाव्रियते वर्णः यथादर्शो मलेन च यथोल्बेनावृतो गर्भस्तथा तेनेदमावृतम्. In this verse, Krishna compares how desire covers knowledge to how smoke covers fire, dust covers a mirror, and a womb covers a fetus. Just like these coverings hide what lies beneath, desire hides true understanding and wisdom. Krishna is explaining how desire acts as a barrier to clear thinking and spiritual growth. By removing the covering of desire, a person can reveal their true wisdom and live a more enlightened life. This verse highlights the importance of overcoming desires to see things clearly and act rightly. Avritai jnanametena jnanino nityavairina kamarupena kaunteya dushpurenanalena cha. Krishna explains that wisdom is clouded by desire, which acts as an eternal enemy. Desire is never fully satisfied, just like a fire that continually consumes fuel. It keeps people from seeing the truth and realizing their higher purpose. Desire, which takes many forms, disturbs even wise individuals, making it hard to maintain clarity and focus. Krishna emphasizes that controlling and overcoming desires is key to accessing true wisdom and leading a life of balance and spiritual progress. Indriyani mano buddhir asyadhishthanamudhyate etairvimohayatyesha jnanamavritya dehinam. Krishna explains that desire operates through the senses, mind and intellect, using them as basis to mislead and cloud a person's judgment. These three senses, mind and intellect, are like gateways through which desire enters and distorts true understanding. Desire hides knowledge and creates confusion, making it difficult for individuals to act wisely. To overcome this, one must control the senses and mind, allowing wisdom to shine through. This verse stresses the importance of self-discipline in resisting desires that lead to ignorance. Tasmat tvamindriyanyadhyau niyamya bharatarshapha papmanam prajahiyenai jnana vijnananashanam. Krishna advises Arjuna to start by controlling his senses to overcome desire. Desire is described as a sinful destroyer of both knowledge and wisdom, making it a significant obstacle on the path of spiritual growth. By mastering the senses, one can weaken the power of desire, which clouds judgment and leads to wrong decisions. Krishna emphasizes that discipline and self-control are necessary to protect knowledge and wisdom from being destroyed by desires. This is an essential step for anyone seeking inner peace and self-realization. Indriyani paranyahur indriyebhyah param manah manasastu para buddhir yo buddhir paratastu saha. In this verse, Krishna explains a hierarchy of control. First, the senses are powerful, but the mind is stronger because it controls the senses. The intellect is even higher as it governs the mind, helping us making decisions. Above all of these is the soul, which is the highest and most profound part of a person. This structure shows that self-mastery comes by progressively controlling each layer, starting with the senses, then mastering the mind, strengthening the intellect, and finally realizing the soul's supreme nature. Understanding this helps in overcoming desires and reaching true wisdom. Evam buddhih param buddhva संस्तभ्यात्मानमात्मना जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो कामरूपं दुरासदं. Krishna concludes by instructing Arjuna to recognize that the soul is superior even to the intellect. Using this understanding, Arjuna is urged to control his mind through knowledge and self-discipline. The real enemy, desire, is powerful and hard to overcome, but it can be defeated with self-awareness and control over the senses and mind. This verse emphasizes that mastering the intellect and understanding the soul's higher nature are key to overcoming desires that block spiritual progress.